Sometimes God says no, not because he's cruel, not because he has forgotten you, but because his no is really a loving whisper, a gentle redirection meant to guide you back to peace. We often pray with open hearts and desperate hope. We ask for the job, the relationship, the healing, the answer. We look for a sign, and when nothing changes, we start to wonder if heaven heard us at all. But silence is not absence. Silence is the sacred space where God rearranges your path. It's where he removes what your heart clings to, so that your hands are free to receive what's meant for you. You see the small picture, the now, the urgency, the pain. But God sees the map, every turn, every storm, every hidden blessing. And sometimes, to protect you from the storm ahead, he closes a door you were ready to walk through. We call it rejection, but in truth it's redirection. It's mercy disguised as disappointment. It's divine protection written in the language of patience. There are seasons where every prayer seems unanswered. You look at the sky and feel forgotten. You see others moving forward while you stand still. But standing still does not mean being stuck. Sometimes stillness is sacred. A pause before your breakthrough, a divine breath before the next chapter begins. When God says no, he's not ending your story, he's editing it. He's removing characters that were not meant for the next scene, changing locations, adjusting timing, because he knows how the story ends. And if you could see what he sees, you would thank him for every delay. You would thank him for every unanswered prayer. Because what you call a detour is often the shortest path to your purpose. You prayed for that door to open, and it didn't. You prayed for that person to stay, and they left. You prayed for that season to continue, and it ended. But look closely. Sometimes what felt like loss was actually release. Sometimes God removes what you think you need to make room for what your soul truly longs for. It's hard to see this when you're in the middle of the waiting. The waiting hurts. It stretches your faith, it humbles your expectations, and it teaches you to trust without evidence. That's the kind of trust heaven values most. Not the one built on blessings, but the one built on surrender. When you can say, even if it doesn't happen the way I planned, I will still trust you. That's when the heart aligns with divine wisdom. Every no from God is wrapped in love, even when it breaks your heart. He sees what your emotions cannot. He knows the weight of what you're asking for. And sometimes his no means you're not ready yet, or what you're asking for is smaller than what I want to give you. Sometimes his no simply means, I have something better, just not yet. It takes faith to wait. It takes courage to let go. And it takes strength to believe that delay does not mean denial. Remember, God's timing is not slow, it's strategic. He's aligning people, places, and possibilities you can't even imagine yet. Your heart is learning patience. Your faith is building endurance, and heaven is working behind the scenes. There will come a day when you'll look back at this season and understand the reason for every unanswered prayer. You'll see how that job you didn't get made space for the one that changed your life. You'll see how that heartbreak was the turning point that led you home to yourself. You'll see how every ending was really the beginning of something sacred. The same God who closed one door was already preparing the key for another. Every no carries hidden instruction. Every delay hides a blessing. And every heartbreak contains a seed of transformation. You were never forgotten. You were being redirected. Because the place you wanted to go was too small for the person you're becoming. You've outgrown what used to fit. You've evolved beyond what used to comfort you. And sometimes God's no is simply saying, child, it's time to rise higher. It's not rejection, it's invitation. Invitation to grow, to trust deeper, to walk by faith, not by sight. So when he says no, don't collapse in despair. Close your eyes, breathe, and say, God, I don't understand, but I trust you. Because faith isn't proven in the light, it's proven in the dark, when you can't see the plan, but you still choose to believe that the hand guiding you is good. If you're listening to this right now and you're in a season of silence, know this: God has not abandoned you. He's redirecting you toward what you prayed for, just not in the way you expected. He's teaching you patience, deepening your wisdom, and shaping you into the person who will be ready when the door finally opens. His no today is creating space for a greater yes tomorrow. So be still. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the why and trust that every pause has a purpose. You are not lost. You are being guided. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. And you are not being rejected. You are being protected. One day, you will thank him for this number. You will understand that his silence was strategy, that his delay was design, and that his redirection was mercy. Until then, keep walking, keep believing, keep your heart open and your faith anchored. Because his no is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of a new chapter written in light. And when you look back, you'll realize every no was really a sacred yes in disguise.